basically used something that allowed them to do actions frame by frame, and that allowed them to jump in a single frame that exists when exiting water that allows Mario to jump, and that let them get this coin. I don't know, man. You interrupted me. I didn't finish reading the article.
Well, I'm very sorry to interrupt you. With MC spawning into the top right is the red Protoss, currently teamless. Maybe on Team Destiny after all the dirty money I make in this tournament. We'll start. I'm just kidding.
Team Destiny.
In the bottom left, the blue Terran, Apocalypse from Team IVD. Wow.
What?
What?
Huh? What?
It's APOC. Anyway, what's up, buddy?
Oh, I don't know, man. Just he's building a supply depot. Can we zoom in on the SCV building that supply depot?
Sure.
George has lived a very peaceful life, very boring, melancholy. He wants some attention from you.
George does? This is George?
Yeah, that's George.
I got nothing, man. It's too early for me. I couldn't sleep at all last night.
Who gives a shit?
I'm sorry.
He builds a barracks.
Let's be real. Fuck George. Clearly fucking blue-collar worker, just out here building a thing like a fucking shitter. Not even good enough to hold a Gauss rifle. Can't be a Marine. I mean, what are we gonna say?
2 racks.
Oh yeah, 2 racks. That's actually interesting.
That's actually, unlike everything else that's happened.
Every other TVP opener, can we be real? TVP is the most boring 5 minutes of the start of a game ever, right? We agree with that, right? Oh, I mean, I'll give you, to be fair, ZVT, the opener, no, not pre-innings. The ZVT opener is pretty boring, too. And actually, that boredom even extends even longer to the game. Well, no, because Protoss boredom comes with the motion core, too, so I guess all the openers in this game are kind of boring. Except for, like, CVZ and PvP and TVT. The mirror matchups are, like, the most exciting.
Yeah, it has some really exciting openers. And MC is actually going to go for some super heavy pressure. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying close to... This had to be not a 13 gate. It might have been a 12 gate. But it definitely was not a 13 gate. Everything is timed out too early for that. Double chrono boost here. And this may be to try and meta Apocalypse going CC first. You know, because he just did that against Huck.
So maybe, who wins? Who wins when they both go early pressure? Who does this favor?
So it favors the person with the most information. Because... So right now, MC doesn't know that Apocalypse is going 2 racks. If he knew Apocalypse was 2 racks, he could pretty much just stay home and build a Nexus. Or make a lot of Stalkers and just keep putting on the pressure and abusing Apocalypse's lack of non-Marine units, basically.
So I might be a shitter. Explain to me why not 2 racks Reaper and wait for like 4 or 5 Reapers and just run in and try to kill like 1,000,000 probes. I know the Mothership core would be annoying, but like...
No, it's just Mothership core.
You could kill so many probes though.
Photon Overcharge.
Well, how much energy does Mothership core start with? Not enough.
Starts with...
Starts with like 50? 50? 25? Does it start with 0?
Yeah, but 2 racks Reaper is not... It's not a fast build. Reapers take 45 seconds to make.
Yeah,
so you can make 2 Marines in the time that you can make 1 Reaper. So right now, Apocalypse has 8 Marines. Yeah. 9 Marines, which would be right around 4 Reapers, and he's got 100 energy on his Mothership core. Then you take into account travel time, and then like 1 or 2 Stalkers, and it's just not... The Mothership core is just too strong to allow for builds like that to work, except in very rare circumstances. And this is horrible for Apocalypse. This is like exactly what he... Well, if MC gives up the Mothership core, but there's no reason for the Mothership core to die there. Like, 3 Stalkers plus a Zealot could have cleaned up that Marine army and kited it all the way across the map.
Maybe he expected APOC to run there, so he was getting ready to chase. I don't know. That was a little bit of a misplay by MC, a little bit just overstepping greedy with that Mothership core, but...
Yeah. I think MC has a pretty good advantage at this point. That amount of Marines, he should know that it's a 2 racks pressure. He's
he definitely does, because he walked when he walked at the very beginning and walked in and saw like the 6 Marines right at the start of the game. He had to have it was 1 racks. The Terran's not going to waste his chrono boost on the barracks early on. He's going to be making ASCVs without chrono, right? Anyway, what's up?
Yeah. So
what do you feel about this for a change? All Terran buildings can only fly for a certain amount of time based on how much rocket fuel the building can hold.
Yeah, seems fine.
The only nerf in the game that would be applied to one Terran player, a Villa.
I mean, it's to me that change is more like let's prevent really dumb stalemates. Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I don't really care. Those stalemates are they're unfavorable. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about the game. So,
sure.
MC going for Stargate.
Okay.
And one thing that's interesting right now is puts down a cannon in his main, and that indicates that he really doesn't have a good read on how APOC transitioned, because he never saw the command center. If he knew APOC was going 2 racks, CC 3 racks, he could play greedier, doesn't need the cannon, and maybe even goes for a second Oracle or whatever, more sentries, can pressure a little bit more with the Stalkers, but he's going to get all that information right now. APOC is very on top of his turret timings. Both this game and the last.
You check his vision, he had... Oh wait, did he scan that? I don't think he knew it was there before. He just scanned, right?
He built the turret before he scanned in the natural. Yeah. After scanning, he built the turret in the main.
Gotcha, yeah, so...
Ooh, this is... the Oracle... The factory is built in kind of a... I'm not going to say a dumb spot, but a sloppy spot. Because it's not easily defended by that turret, and that makes it very annoying. Like, this stim timing that he's doing is something you want to do in almost all cases when your opponent opens Oracle. Their Robotech is a little bit delayed, often their gateways are delayed. You have very good opportunities, and this also is an attempt to punish a potential third base, which is a very common transition out of the Oracle. But at the same time, when you move out, you want to make sure that you don't have to deal with like your medevacs getting delayed because they're not under turret range type of situation. Anyway, how much damage do you think he's going to do? Ready, set,
I mean,
go.
I don't think
zoom in,
none,
zoom in,
none.
and change your camera back and forth. Do what I'm doing. Go on my vision.
Like
it's
that?
Really exciting.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really
I feel like we're ruining this battle is ruined now. But we did it. Not very much damage happening. Probes were pulled. He did lose 3 sentries, which was okay. Yeah. But only 5 workers killed.
5 workers, 3 sentries, and then APOC lost most of his army. I think that exchange is actually about even. The sentries are, of course, extremely important.
For sure.
But so is, Terran units. You can't just throw away supply the whole game and expect to win. It does delay MC's transition into like real units.
Sure, because he has to replace the sentries before he can.
Right, or he has to have reduced effectiveness with those other units because he doesn't have as many.
The Guardian Shields or the Force Fields.
Yeah. And APOC's actually going up to 5 barracks before 3rd Command Center this game, and I'm not sure what prompted that. Perhaps just a stylistic change, but he's back at the front of MC's base, and he's looking to go in. Are you ready to... I'm going to zoom in.
I'm not doing it. Not this time. Nice force field by MC there. Cuts off about half that army. APOC a little bit late to pick it up. Why is the Observer casting a shadow on the ground? I thought the whole point of the Observer was that it's cloaked. It bends light around it. That's what the lore says. I'm pretty disappointed by that. Blizzard, please. Marine sitting in MC's 3rd, so that doesn't get taken without being scouted. MC did use his last photon overcharge. I don't believe he'll have another one up if APOC pushes immediately thereafter. And I mean, APOC's bringing his army up. He looks like he kind of wants to. MC with no splash damage on the ground, but he does have Zealot, some Zealot Immortal going on. And he's got 6 Stalkers on the base. He's
going for Blink Immortal, which is... There's really no reason for APOC to be attacking him, is kind of the idea here, is because this army is not going to scale for, like, as the game goes longer and longer and longer and APOC's army gets bigger and bigger and bigger, this army is not... Yeah, because it's got no splash damage, but MC has committed...
Quite a bit.
He went way too far out. Does not have the force fields. Really needed some force fields there to cut that army off and focus his damage so that he was actually killing units, not allowing APOC to continue to fall back. Basically, the kiting, because he doesn't have charge and he doesn't have a huge stalker ball. A little bit of a
MC
blink,
trying to pick off the medevacs. I don't think he's going to get him, though. I don't think he can chase with the stalkers here.
It's
Actually,
risky.
He might have been able to just because all the Marauders at like 1 HP when they got picked up. But I mean, if there was a reinforcing army, he would lose them all for free.
Right. And if you blink forward into that reinforcing army, give away your stalkers, it's traumatic.
Even with blink, I don't think stalkers get away from concussive shells, right?
Yeah, they do kind of. It depends the range at which the engagement starts. Like,
yeah, sure.
If the stalkers are on top of
if the Marauder lands 1 concussive shell, I don't think the stalker can get away with blink. I'm pretty sure.
Maximum range?
I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong.
I think you're wrong, but it doesn't really matter. APOC's gonna come back in here and kill MC.
Oh no! The mothership core dying immediately, although I didn't have energy for anything, but still.
Yeah, unit is basically useless at this point if it doesn't have energy, but he still has to replace it, which is
I'm really surprised to see APOC pulling back here. Why is he not pressing his advantage? I think he could have flat out ended the game right there. Oh, because of maybe because of the harassment on at the third?
Yeah,
I still think APOC has enough to just close this game out, but he waited for the Archon to be warped in now. I don't know now.
The Archon does make a significant difference here, and the upgrades slightly favor MC. It's like 2-0 against 1-1, which is maybe pretty even, but APOC has just such a huge army here. There's really no micro for MC to do. Like,
yeah, he's just got to run into the army with concussive shells and just get killed. Hellbat's even being dropped now by APOC here. A mothership core comes out, but it's not going to have energy for a photon overcharge for a long time. Lots of probes are going to die here in this pull. The natural goes down. MC trying to harass the third, but that army's getting cleaned up. There's just not much for MC left to do here. He may hold off the attack, but at the expense of every single probe from the natural, I don't think this is going to be a cost-effective hold. Obviously, Herbdorf.
Thanks. I thought we weren't doing that sort of fight.
Sorry. It's not hype, I'm excited that APOC is winning, okay? He's my boy. Even though there's a good chance that he helped Gown. No, I'm just kidding! I'm just kidding, everybody. Stalkers running around. MC's done, yeah. And we see the GG's drop.
And that's it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. APOC is pretty good. He's making these games seem pretty easy.
Yeah, I don't know what's what happened there for MC. It just seems so straightforward. I guess part of it was losing those sentries early on. That damage was more significant than perhaps I thought, and MC's army just like didn't do anything, which is really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not a PvT expert, but it just seems like APOC had of like everything, like every single game. Like he's so good. He knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Well, whatever. We're gonna go into the second game on
my wonderful admin host setup.
Some map, which I'll find out when I can see a picture of it.
Well, you don't have the map names memorized?
In Chinese. I guess they just got back from Taiwan with them.
Yeah, they did. Nice job.
Oh, here we go. I'm in.
Thanks for muting. No one wanted to hear that nastiness. I'm just kidding. Guys, if you're watching, please make sure you follow me on Twitter. I absolutely desperately need more Twitter followers. If I can get 35,000 followers at the end of this tournament, I'll do Destiny 2. But if I'm stuck at 32,000 forever, then what's the point of living? You guys already helped me pass a big milestone in my life, guys. Let's be real for a moment. We're going to have a little bit of real talk, okay? I never thought that I would actually have 10,000 link karma on Reddit, and I finally got it. I'm so happy. At 10,000 karma, you can cash it out for a $2,000 Amazon gift card. I'm really excited for that. Thank you guys for making the dream come true. Did I tweet these matches? I think I tweeted this. Oh, Oh shoot, I don't think I tweeted these matches going live. Oh yeah, I did. I'm so good. APOC on fire. I think APOC's gonna walk away with this shit. I think APOC is unstoppable. He's a really, really, really good player. Who's that dude?
So behind me is True.
True.
And this is
Pet.
and this is Fist. And this is Cheetos.
Camera?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, Shiba.
Wow.
What is this?
This is Destiny tournament.
How can they all? And how do they all lose bets at the same time?
MC Apocalypse.
Why the names?
Wait, what?
Why are they so bad at choosing names? Did everybody lose a bet to like?
They're
Oh God! What's going on?
What? What's wrong?
We're in the game.
I know.
I didn't know.
What's wrong with that?